All right. So, real quickly, after having that last discussion with you guys, real talk with Bloomy, my own personal story and journey, sexual, my sexual story and journey, um, a little bit, I did share at the very end a little bit about even trouble I got myself into in my 19, I want to say, yeah, around 19, had to be. Gosh, man, ages ago. Um, and I just wanted to come on and kind of share some disclaimers too, because, okay, I do these segments. I call them Lifestyle of the Sick and Shameless, okay? Instead of the rich and famous, pun intended, Lifestyle of the Sick and Shameless. Now, I need to say this as a disclaimer of where I be coming from. See, I can't speak for the masses in this, but when you all hear me go there, because I be on one, I ain't gonna lie. When y'all hear me go there and I'm like, Lifestyle of the Sick and Shameless, in other words, from my heart, truth be told, it is not an attack on people's personal life choices in terms of the lives that they want to live, okay? Whether this has to do with their spirituality, their religion, their sexuality, their politics, their habits. For me, when I'm going there, I'm not attacking that. When I speak of things like Lifestyle of the Sick and Shameless, I'm really talking about people who do heinous and hideous shit to others. Okay, I need to put that disclaimer in there because I know it gets all jumbled in together, and so it can come off a certain way. But the truth of the matter is like to each his own. Okay, because we're all accountable for our own lives and the choice we make, and that's our lot and our right. Okay, but I personally have issues with the sick and hideous shit that people are doing for riches, okay, for fame, for notoriety, for, all of these things. That's why I title it Lifestyle of the Sick and Shameless, because there's no bounds to what these types are willing to do. So they'll, you know, target the population, like you guys hear me talk about disabled community. And I do want to share something that I know. See, a part of the reason why people target the differently able community, especially the nonverbal ones, because people are going to just assume that whatever is happening is just due to their so-called disability and not suspect that it's due to people fucking with their energy, because they can't communicate it, they can't say anything, and even if they could, no one would believe it. Okay? Another reason why they target is because these populations are pure, because they're not spread all around the Americas fucking everybody that's got a hole in it. Okay? They're not, you know, dirtying their organs and so forth with all manner of shit. So people target the differently able community for energy harvesting, to torture, to get that cortisol and adrenaline, and because they feel like no one will suspect anything, and like these people's lives don't matter. No, you know what I'm trying to say? So I go hard on that because I'm like, I want all their ass. I want to be on the team, bitch. The energetic team that's getting them motherfuckers. You heard? Before I die, bitch. And I'm like, I want to be on a team because that's some sick shit. That's why I talk about Lifestyle of the Sick and Shameless. Shameless. No empathy and compassion for these populations, because in these people's disillusioned mind, you know, they don't matter. They don't matter. So we can just use their energy. They don't matter, right? This is some pure good shit, like good drugs, bitch. That's sick, isn't it? They don't matter. Nobody would believe. And the parents will just be sitting back thinking that, oh, this is just to do with the disability and not kind of know why or what's wrong. And I'm putting it out there, you guys. Those of you that are high vibers, those of you who deal with energy, send more energy to the differently abled community with clearing and buffering and shielding these populations, because there's a lot of weird nigga bitches that's a part of groups that's lifestyle of the sick and shameless. All they want is their names to be in lights. All they want is accolades. All they want is money, properties, whatever. And they don't care what they have to do. It's that sadist, satanic ritual abuse, Luciferian, whatever you want to call it, lunatic, criminally insane, bitch. Like, it's a thing. Okay, so when I'm going in on a sick and shameless, I'm not saying because somebody want to live a fast life. I'm not saying because somebody likes the party life. I'm not saying because somebody wants to drink liquor. I'm going in strong on people who would do sick and shameless shit in the name of their own personal gain. Okay, so to me, I qualify these people as sick and shameless. Because what won't you do to get a house? Would you kill for one? Then you're going under the category of lifestyle of the sick and shameless. What won't you do for praise, worship, and adoration? Who would you steal from? Who would you lie on? Then you go under the category of lifestyle of the sick and shameless. Okay? That is where I'm at with it, collective. Okay? These types of people have no regard for other lives. So they're qualified as sick and shameless. You heard? And at the same time, now again, I say this because these be people that they subscribe to religion, they subscribe to spirituality, they have social media platforms where they're talking about fucking mental health, where they're talking about supporting the very populations in which they exploit. So this is lifestyle of the sick and shameless. They're sick and shameless. The audacity to act like they're supporting the population in which they're torturing for their own personal gain, to energy harvest off of because they think no one will ever know. But guess what? Bloomy knows, and many others like Bloomy and her light team knows, and there's going to be hell to pay. I'm speaking for those who can't speak, because these differently able communities, some of them are nonverbal. And if they are verbal, nobody's going to believe them. They're just going to think this is attributed to their disability, not energy torture by weird nigga bitches. You hear me? That's going to get what they got coming.